Hey, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late here. I had to reboot the machine, and that slowed things up. So hopefully, we are all good. Let me. This is Paul from Forex Smart Trade. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to help you become a successful currency trader, and we do that by teaching you how to trade with our super accurate proprietary trading tools. Our tools are the best in the business. They've been around now for almost a quarter of a century, and we're so confident in how well they work. We have a guarantee. That guarantee is that once you've been trained, we'll let you trade with company money and split what you make. Purpose of this session is to just give you a little training on one of the signals of the dozen or so signals that we have, and also help you assess how accurate the tools are. So with that, let us get going here. And I'm sorry, I'm just opening Windows now as we're talking because I had to reboot things. So let me, I'm gonna listen to this guy. So let me find him. Come on. Bring him over. This guy we can put over here. And here we go.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about our program is that we do these live trades. When you are a member, you get access to everything here in the green. We do a trade in the morning at 10 a.m. We do a trade in the evening at 6 p.m. We do another trade in the evening at 10 p.m. We've got advanced training on continuous training on Wednesday evenings and Saturday mornings. We've got an additional paid session. When you are a light member, you get access to what's up here in the yellow, which is kind of a limited schedule in terms of the live trades. As you know, I like to work off of a little checklist, and here it is. Every day I restart the green chart to make sure that it's fresh. I did restart it, but apparently the computer needed a full reboot, which I should have probably done. At the end of every day, we want to take a look at what we've done the previous day or that current day, and see what trades didn't happen the way we wanted, so we can figure out what went wrong and make an adjustment so that we get better. As we are technical traders, trading based on the price action, we want to know what news and announcements they are so that we can plan our trading accordingly. And let's take a look at what we've got here. It breaks down news into Forex Factory breaks down news into three categories: yellow, which is low impact; orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. So we have nothing to worry about really until tomorrow. We got kind of clean sailing. The dollar has been getting very, very strong. There was big, there was big movement this morning, and I'm not quite sure what caused that. So since we get clear sailing, let's just go ahead and take a look and get going. The trade I'm going to do is something called a 10-point trade. It basically tries to get the lines to line up. And when we have minimum of 7 out of the 10 lined up a certain way with confirmation from each section of the chart, we have the beginning of a good setup. So that is what I am doing now. I am going to see if we can find the setup of the good trade. Once I find the setup, then I am going to confirm that it's a good setup and then figure out what it's worth. So the chart I am using right now is something called the Light 6 Majors. It's one of the standard layout charts. And it is based on a 1-hour candle. Off of a 1-hour candle, we can find trades usually between 5 and 35 pips off of the signal. And basically, I am looking for situations where we are oversold, which means the lines, the black and gray lines, which is the minor indicator, and the red and green lines, which is the major indicator, are below the red line, pointing up as they are here, or they are above this blue horizontal line, which is the overbought line, and pointing down. So we are oversold. When we are oversold, that is a good time to buy. So in this case, we're oversold. So that's 1 point. Everybody's pointing up. That's 2 points. And the green line is crossed over the red. So that's a 3rd point. And the gray line is crossed over the black. So I got 3 points here. I would prefer that the lines are closer together. And I would also prefer that there's more steepness to this green line. You can see it's kind of wavering. But we do have 3 points here. When I have 3 points here, I'm going to go to my TNTs up above, and I'm going to count how many lines are consistent with the buy signal that I'm seeing here. So the 2 orange lines are going up, telling me buy. Dotted blue, the blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going down, that means buy. So dotted blue is telling me buy. So 3 of the 4 lines are telling me buy. I want to have a minimum of 3 of the 4. And then I'm going to jump down to the pressure. I want the pressure either to be going up, or I want the green line on top. The green line is very close to crossing over and going on top of red, but it's not quite there yet. I want to have a point from each section. And when I have a point from each section, I have a high probability trade. So I am lacking this. It's not quite ripe yet. So I'm going to hold off on the Australian USD. Euro USD, we're oversold. Minors are going up, but majors are sideways. A pound USD, oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are almost there. They're still going sideways. Now, one of the keys to kind of being a good trader is waiting for the signal, waiting till these indicators tell you the timing is right. So a lot of times with like when you get a big down move here, people think, well, hey, I got a big down move. We didn't get much of an up here, but here on this candle, see how it started to go up? This was a head fake. The signal wasn't there yet. So there are people who bought in, and then it kept going down. Now we're getting a little bit of an up again, but I want to wait These are telling me it's time to buy. So even if this has to go up here, that's okay. Once we've got the clear signal going up, that's when I'll take the buy. I'm not going to take a buy because it's come down a bit and then I see this starting to go up. I want the indicator to tell me it's time to buy. US Canadian dollar overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors still going up. US Swiss franc overbought. Minors coming down. Majors starting to roll. And US yen. US yen. We got oversold with the minors. Minors are coming up. Majors have turned. They had gone flat for a while, and this is really more sideways than up. But the green is on top. When we look up to the TNTs, we only have 2 of the 4, and we still have down pressure, weak down pressure, because we've got this gap here. So nothing here. So what I've done is I've cloned this chart and just made a second chart that shows us different currency pairs. These are non-US pairs. Euro pound oversold, minors going up, majors sideways. Australian dollar yen oversold, minors going up, majors. This is more sideways than up for me, so I'm going to pass. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. This is sideways to me. The green has crossed over, and I've got 3 out of the 4 here. But again, the pressure isn't quite right yet. We've got down pressure. The lines are converging. Eventually, I want these lines either going up or I want the green line on top. So it's not quite ready yet. But again, I can kind of tell by just looking at the slope of what the major is. And to me, this is more sideways than up. Ideally, I want to see this line greater than 45 degrees. Right now, it's, 20 degrees, maybe. AUD-NZD, we are in the middle of the channel, almost overbought. Everybody's going up. I don't like to take trades once the major lines have passed the midway point here. Pound yen oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are sideways, so we'll pass. Euro AUD oversold. Minors have started to turn. Majors are still going down, so nothing there. Let us take a look. Keep going. So again, we just have more pairs to take a look at. Canadian dollar yen oversold. Minors going up. Majors sideways. Euro New Zealand oversold. Minors going up. Majors sideways. Pound New Zealand dollar overbought. Minors are going down. Majors again sideways. And we have a kink in the green line, and kink in the green line can be good or bad. It depends which way it's kinking. So here we're going from more steep, going down more steeply, to less steep. I want it to go from less steep to more steep. I want the kink to be so the line is going down steeper. So I don't like this, but we do have 3 of the 4 here, and these lines are coming down quite steep, the 2 orange lines. We've got up pressure, and the red is just about on top. It's close to being on top. It's right over. It's right. It's on top of the green, but it's not. It's on top of the green line, but not over the green line. So we're going to pass, and the green line is starting to roll, because here you've got a kink in the line, and I think we also have another kink in the line here that we can't quite see. New Zealand dollar yen oversold. Minors going up, majors are sideways, so just not steep enough. We're seeing that on all of the pairs here today. New Zealand dollar USD oversold. Everybody is going, minors are going up, but not that steeply. Majors are sideways. Euro Swiss franc oversold. Minors going up, majors going up. This is better than some of these others that we've been looking at. We've got 3 out of 4 here, but again, we don't have the pressure. Down pressure, the lines are converging. The green line will eventually cross, but it's not quite right yet. I do not like to anticipate the cross. I will just wait for it to cross. Anticipating what's going to happen, these indicators are very accurate. So I don't need to anticipate. I just need to wait till it tells me it's time to take the trade. So let's go to our next group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Oversold. Everybody's going up. And we've got the double cross. So I've got 3 points here. And here's a situation where we're going from less steep to more steep. There's a kink in the line and the green line is getting steeper. So this is what I'm looking for. This is what I like. I don't mind that the minors have run through the channel. 2 orange lines are going up. The 2 blue lines are going down. So all 4 here are telling me buy. Excuse me, yeah, telling me buy. I've got down pressure, but the green has crossed over and the green is separating from the red. So I've got 8 points here. 3 points on the majors and minors, 4 points on the TNTs, and 1 point on the pressure. So when I have 4 points, I am going to then now go and I want to confirm this setup. So the way I'm going to confirm the setup is I am going to go to a clean chart, or I want to go to a chart that shows me multiple time periods for that pair. So that pair is that pair was, oh, if I don't write it down, I don't remember. It was AUD, CAD was a buy. So let's go back. So this is showing me a chart with 1 pair, but 6 different time periods. So 2 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and a day. So I'm going to change this to AUD, CAD. And what I want to see is on the 2 hour and the 4 hour chart, I want to see that we are oversold. Because if we are oversold, if for some reason this signal weakens, I will still pick up the trade on the 2 hour, off of the 2 hour chart or the 4 hour chart. It's just going to take longer to happen. Off of a 1 hour chart, I'm expecting the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. On a 2 hour chart, I'm expecting it to close between 2 to 6 hours. And on a 4 hour chart, I'm expecting it to close between 4 and 12 hours. So I am merely looking here to see that we are oversold. It doesn't necessarily have to be going up. So this is kind of an added bonus that we're going up because this is a nice signal here on the 4 hour, on the 2 hour chart. Here, we are touching oversold, but the majors aren't going up yet. The minors are going up weekly. So I like all of this. I don't necessarily pay attention to the day chart, but we are oversold. So it is better that we're oversold than we're not oversold. So I like all of this. So once I like I've confirmed this setup, I want to figure out what the trade is worth. And to figure out what the trade is worth, I'm going to look at the trend, the support and resistance, and how it's interacting in the channel. So to do that, we will go over here. And I want to look at just the candles. And we will then adjust this to AUD CAD. And I want to drop some support and resistance on here. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And to drop the support and resistance on here, I want to kind of crunch up the chart so I can get as many data points as possible. And where the lines seem to naturally stop, I want to create that as a kind of a boundary to figure out what my take profit is. So here there's some natural stopping here. Here there's a little bit here. We don't have much. So now I'm going to pull it back out. Normally I'd like to do a couple below and above. This looks like this is, it hasn't traded lower than this in the last 3 months. I'm going to open this back up so we can see it a little bit better. So on the Euro USD, these lines are about 30 to 40 pips apart. So we're here at 72. Oh, this is too much here. So I'm going to drop another line in. Let's drop another line in here. So right in here it stopped, right in here it stopped, and it's just breaking this line right now. Now the trend, if we go back and take a look at the trend, in the last month it's been down, and actually when we had this all pulled together, it's been down for 3 months. So we're trading into a downtrend. You might argue that we are starting to break that trend. So say we start here, go to here. Now we're still in this trend line. So we're trading into a downtrend. On this trade, it takes a little bit. I can figure out. Oh, come on. I can figure out what it's worth by looking at what the trend is and where the lines are within the channel. So right now, we're sitting right on this resistance line. I don't want to take a trade while we're sitting on a resistance line. I would rather it be somewhere in the middle of the channel because it needs to break this resistance line to take it. So even though we've got kind of a sell signal here, just because we're sitting here, I'm going to hold off on taking this trade. If I had one of these candles that had closed above this line the last hour, because you can see it went up to it and kind of stopped, pulled back, went up to it, it hit it, there was a little peek through, but we're 1 minute away from the top of the hour, and it looks like it's going to close right on this line. I don't want to take this. Let's take a real quick. Let's see if we can find something else. I'm going to look for a little scalp trade, and we're just running out of time. I'm just looking real quick, and I'll tell you what, if I see it, and then explain it to you. The candle just changed, so I am going to pull it back to the last hour so I can see what the numbers were. I'm basically looking for this orange number to be 0 or 10, and I don't see it here. So I'm going to pull it back. So this tells me I'm back an hour. This is at 10, but these lines are, if this is at 10, that's telling me that the market's overbought and there's no more up in the movement. So to confirm that, I'm going to look at where the majors and minors are, and the majors and minors are in the middle of the channel. So that's telling me that there's more to the up movement. And then 0, same here. When it's at 0, that's telling me there's no more down in the movement. But my lines on my majors are in the middle of the channel, so there is nothing. And you can see when I go to the current time, this is stayed at 0. Some traders wait till the top of the hour until this switches, which it has. We're 2 minutes, a minute and a half in, and they want to see this number change by at least 1. It didn't change at all, nor did this one change at all. That's because there's still more up in the movement. When these lines go well below when this line goes well below the red or well above the blue, this becomes a good trade. But this trade on this thick orange line, we don't have to do all the calculating. It's worth just 5 pips with a 20 pip stop loss. So we don't have to do the calculating, and we only want to take it when there's like less than 5 minutes to the top of the hour, less than 5 minutes to the top of the hour. But we didn't see one of those setups either. So I apologize, gang. We did not find a trade this morning, but that's okay. The key to this is just having the patience to know what your signal is, understand how your signal works, and then when you see it, take the trade. So if I don't see a signal, I'm not going to take the trade. We will do this again on Thursday morning. So until then, good trading. If you have any questions, hook up with your coach, or you can schedule some time with me, and we'll go over whatever issues you might be having. All right, gang. Thanks so much. We will see you on Thursday morning. Bye-bye.